Good morning, everyone. So, I'm adding onto the deck. I wanted to show y'all what I came up with for raising these. These are 20-foot long poles. The last two are 16. What I did to raise them, and you can see this crazy contraption here, which I've already started picking up because it was dark last night and I had a lot out. But ran a rope through the pulley, tied it to the pole, had the pole laying down against the ground, obviously, and this was pulled up against it, up against where the hole was going to be. Wow. Had another pulley attached to that tree. To protect the tree, I did put some scrap 2x6s around the tree so the chain wouldn't dig into the bark. And then I used the tractor to pull it. If you don't have a tractor, anything will really work. Pickup truck, winch, most likely even a car. Or if you put a couple of guys or a couple of pulleys on there, lighten the pool up, you could even just pull it with people. So anyway, that's how I lifted up the final little bit. Another thing did to raise the pole, and you can't see it anymore because it's been filled in, but right where the hole was, dug a little ramp into the ground, little trough or tunnel or ramp, whatever you want to call it, and started by picking the pole up and then putting it on a dead man. And I built my little pole raiser out of scrap material, an old deck that I removed, and I built my dead man out of the scrap material I had. And you can see the dead man, I put this little bar on, this little 2x4 here to keep it from trying to tip, because if you're not pulling straight backwards, it wants to try to lean on you. And I'll show you my dead man as well. And you have one or two people pick up the pole and then someone else set it behind it. And my dead man's a little overkill. You could get away with just using 2x4s, but I had 4x4s and I had 2x6s. And I put 2 in here to help stabilize it. So anyway, when you pick the pole up and you've got an angle, you have someone else pick the dead man up and put it at an angle as well on top of the pole, or not on top of the pole, under the pole. And then you can set the pole back down on the dead man. That lets you get the pole up to a good angle and get it started in the hole. Something else I did as well was on the side of the pole, like right on the side of the pole, I'd put a 2x4. And if you can, you could even use like 2 or 3 2x4s. But what it does is when this pole hits inside the hole, it hits that 2x4. And instead of gouging into the dirt, it hits that 2x4 and wants to slide down into the hole instead of gouge into the hole. Makes a world of difference. If your hole's not big enough, though, it can be a pain in the butt getting that 2x4 out. So you do want to go a little bit bigger on your hole. And this crazy contraption looks like right out of something for a Halloween decoration. But it worked really well. It really did. And this was a lot of work. But believe it or not, got these 6 poles up over the weekend. And I figure the 20-footers are about 500 pounds. And they're 4.5 feet or so in the ground. I mean, they're sitting in solid clay. So anyway, I hope it helps somebody if you're trying to raise a pole. Ideally, like in the past, I used the tractor to raise those poles. That ground's a lot more solid, as you can see by all the ruts. That this ground is still very wet and not very solid. So getting a tractor or a piece of equipment in here really wasn't much of an option. And so you have to improvise. Anyway, hope it helps somebody. Good luck out there. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, figure out a better way to do this. That'd be great. Just trying to share knowledge and help other people along. This is my deck project. It'll be nice when it's done. Talk to y'all later. Bye.